Alright, welcome back to the show, Undiscovered Creatives, where we unravel raw talent and hidden artists in Sarawak. Now, before I begin with the show, I would like to personally thank House for providing us a space to do the show. Now, in case you're wondering what House is a creative community hub that is located at Pending. So if you are an actor, a singer, or an independent artist, make sure you head down to House and show them some love. Right, now I don't know how many of you guys at home have tried vlogging before, especially during PKP, but I've tried it. But it's not working out for me because the production crew, they got annoyed. They told me to stop putting the camera to their face, so that's what I did. I stopped. But my guest today is somebody who vlogs on a weekly basis, and he does filmmaking for a living. And his name is Danish Busmah. Let's give him a warm welcome, everybody.
Hey man, thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for coming by. You know, I think you're quite busy with a lot of projects right now.
Uh, I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for taking the time off to come by
No
the show.
worries, man.
So anyways, I like to know how does vlogging work for you?
For me, it's more about planning and also spontaneity at the same time, because sometimes you just have to plan out like what you need to do throughout like the entire vlog, so that you have like some sort of like a bit of a gist, so that and you know what you're gonna do next, so that you have like sort of preparation. Then you start vlogging. Then you start doing, because most of the time, if you realize, people who vlogs, they actually plan it out. They have like a draft idea or a rough idea about how they do it and what kind of style they're going, because like there's a lot of different types of vlogs out there. Some like they just go with the flow, but some really take their time to craft the vlog into something that is very interesting and also something that is very engaging.
Yeah, because the thing about vlog is it's like a personal TV show where you do your stuff and you show it to
Exactly.
the world.
Yeah.
And the thing is about vlogging, I really wanted to try. I really started trying to do vlogs once I saw this one dude called Casey Neistat. I'm pretty sure you know him as well.
He's the OG of YouTube.
Yeah, he's the
man.
OG
Yeah.
of YouTube. I
He
cannot argue with
started
that.
Vlogs. Yeah.
So, when it comes to vlogging, how long does it usually take for you to curate all the storylines or, doing the post editing and everything?
I am actually a very slow editor. I have to tell you that. So if a vlog normally takes around like a day of planning, like just trying to pour out some ideas, like what I can do, maybe something interesting or something that I can take to engage my audience. But and then when I start to vlog, it normally takes like only one day lah. But sometimes it's gonna drag towards 2 days, 3 days. It depends on the circumstances, especially when you're trying to vlog during the pandemic right now. And after that, after I settle with production, which is the vlog itself, then I start with editing, which normally takes roughly around 3 to 4 days. Yeah.
But you know what? When you said that you were a slow editor, I don't believe that. Okay, because you've been posting a lot of tutorial videos on your YouTube account. One which really stood up to me was the one where you did that. I'm not sure if it was a stop motion or is it a hyperlapse. That was really
Yeah.
cool with the sound effect and everything. How do you come up with those kind of tutorials?
Actually, that particular tutorial about hyperlapse, I actually was inspired by a lot of other creators, especially in one of my idols, YouTube idols, mostly in Canada, which is Peter McKinnon and also Jesse Driftwood. So I try to imitate their kind of style of doing hyperlapsing, and then I started to do my own style of video, my own gist for the video. So that's how I get like inspired by doing it. Yeah.
So, with all this tutorial and all this vlogs, do you often get like requests from your subscribers or your followers asking you to do? Can you teach us how to do this
Yeah.
in terms of editing and stuff like that?
Yeah, you might be surprised on how much people who actually DM me just to force me on doing this particular vlogs or this particular tutorial, because sometimes there are some new subscribers, they might not like check out all of my other previous tutorials, and sometimes they ask something that I already like put an effort on teaching that particular tutorial, and then they keep on insisting me to like do it again, do it again, do it again. Sometimes it's a bit overwhelming lah, because
Random people asking you to do
yeah,
stuff.
random people asking me to do random stuff, because I started this channel for just doing it as something as a hobby and also something for fun, and I love teaching people. So even back in university, I like teaching people about the subjects. So I took this opportunity in YouTube to start teaching people for fun. But then when people started like asking me to do this, to do that, to do this tutorial, so it's kind of a bit overwhelming lah. Yeah.
Does it get stressful though when you have to catch up with your uploads? For example, you upload on a weekly basis, right? So you kind of have like a time frame before you upload your next stuff. Do you feel pressure when you don't have anything to shoot or put out this week or the week after?
No, not really. I used to have that pressure, especially when my YouTube channel started booming. Then I was like, I need to post constantly every day, because there are a lot of friends, my YouTuber friends out there. Some of them even posted 2 videos per day.
Okay, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot. Some even 3, because they want to keep on pushing their contents. But more and more that I learned to do it, and even longer when I started doing these tutorials, then I realized like I don't have like a free time in my life. I keep on focusing on doing tutorials, but it's not something that I actually wanted to do, because I was forced to do it because of the time and also the content and the pressure of need to posting on something. But now, actually, it's a bit more subtle, a bit more lenient.
Well, I wouldn't know because none of my vlogs got any views above 500. But you know what? A great
that's quite
job.
a lot,
Yeah,
actually.
thanks.
Yeah.
But anyways, thank you so much, Danish. All right, so we're gonna be back after this quick commercial break. So make sure you guys stay tuned for the next segment, and we will see you guys in a bit. All right, welcome back to the show, Undiscovered Creatives, where we unravel raw talent and hidden artists in Sarawak. Joining me today is the vlogger and also filmmaker, Danish Busmah. Okay, Nish, I gotta ask you, previously, on the previous segment, you said, about random people requesting that you do tutorials and stuff.
Yep.
But you also did a video where you asked random people to vote on a poll to decide on which state you guys should travel to. Tell us about that.
Well, on this one fine day, we are feeling very, very spontaneous. But when we did it, we absolutely regret it. Because we wanted to be very, very adventurous and spontaneous, but to the point that we didn't even think of the circumstances. And the circumstances happens to be very, very regretful, which is we got scammed 3 times. And but yeah, we actually had a lot of fun during that trip, because everything is so spontaneous. We didn't even know where we were supposed to go until the night before, when we got our results out. And then after we went to Melaka, because we went to Melaka the other day, and we literally have no idea what we are going to do, where we're going to go. So it's all entirely up to the votes. So it's quite fun in a way, but a little scary also.
Yeah, I guess it's gonna be scary because you're letting other people decide what you guys should do. So the trip to Malacca, what do you guys actually do? Ended up doing based on the polls and everything.
Well, we actually asked people at the beginning, the night before, we asked whether we should go to the North Peninsula or the South. So they chose South. Then we asked them again whether to go to Malacca or Johor, which ended up in Malacca. Then when we arrived in Malacca, we basically asked them to vote what we're going to eat, where we're going to go, what we're going to do. And there's this one particular poll that we should make about where we're supposed to stay. But we didn't want to take the risk, so we have to like at least book it the night before, since after we know about the results. But as I said, we didn't think about the circumstances. That suddenly the Airbnb ghosted us. Not Airbnb, the host of the Airbnb ghosted us. So we literally panicked.
How many of you guys?
There were about, I think, 8 of us. 8 of us. 7 of us were from KL, Selangor, and then there's another guy who was from JB, because we told him that we're going south. So he's just like getting ready the night before and just tag along. So it's a very fun experience.
Yeah, I have to say it definitely is, because going to random state based on polls is really adventurous. I think it's as adventurous as it gets. But anyways, speaking of location of the places that you go, do you have like a specific preferable locations when you're doing your vlogs or your tutorials?
When I was in Selangor, because I live in Shah Alam, in a city called ICT, where there's like a city of digital.
Well, that's gonna be fun because
that's
the
gonna be
place
fun.
looks really high tech.
Yep, exactly. There's a lot of lights that we can play with. There's even a theme park just below the place that I stay.
Oh, that's gonna be
Yeah,
nice.
and there's shopping malls. So most of the time when I vlogs, especially during this pandemic, because Selangor at that time was a bit critical compared to the other states. So we can't really move much. So I only play along around ICT area because that's more than enough.
Right. So, other than vlogging, you also do film. But previously, if I'm not mistaken, this was about 2 years back, if I'm not mistaken, you've done music videos as well. Can you share a bit on how your idea worked when it comes to doing a music video?
Oh, that was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
For the music video, we actually I did this one particular music video for Gucci Mane, which is called Trippin'. And when he presented the song to me, then I started to notice something that is very, very gloomy and a bit trippy, because even the song itself is trippy.
Yeah.
So most of the idea is I visualize it based on the lyrics of the song. So that's how I play with most of the tones, most of the colors about the MV and so on, because music videos is more directive in terms of visual, not too much on the storyline itself. So that's how I did it.
Okay, you speaking to you sounds like you have tons and tons of experience in filmmaking and music videos and vlogging and all that. Can you share with us how did all of this start with video?
Well, it all started when I was a kid, actually. I really, really love crafting videos. Back when I was 6 years old, back then, my dad used to have this very, very small handycam where you have cassettes in it, remember? You don't have SD cards during the day. So I used to film a lot of occasions with my family. Then that is when my parents started to notice that I really like filming videos and so on. So as the year goes by, and I started to have interest in creating videos and short films, especially when I was in secondary school, Form 1 and Form 2, I started to have this interest, then start learning about how to create random videos for fun, and also sometimes I did a little cover on myself. But it's a bit, how to say it, it was a rough start lah, especially during school when I started to have interest in videography because during the day, those days, video is not really a trend yet, and people don't really accept those kind of craft yet. And you know lah, kata orang Sarawak tu, kadang-kadang orang Sarawak tu penginggar.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, during those days. So I was not really accepted by the surrounding environment.
Most of your peers.
Yeah, most of my peers and people from school, and also mostly people from school. Then they started like, you know, bullied me in a way and quipped me with all of those videos that I did just for fun.
But you know what? That's how all great people start. You know, everybody hates on them, but then they prove them wrong.
Yeah.
Right? All right, thank you so much, Danish. Okay, guys, we're going to be taking a quick commercial break. So make sure you guys stay tuned for the next segment because we have something special in store for you and also Danish. See you guys in a bit. Right, welcome back to the show, Undiscovered Creatives, where we unravel raw talent and hidden artists inside. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm on a webcam right now. Well, that's because we are going to be giving somebody close to Danish a call. We're going to be asking them what their thoughts are on Danish's growth as a filmmaker, right? All right, hi, Vic.
Hi, Terry. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking. How are you?
I'm good.
How's PKP?
PKP is so far so good. News update: I've lost 3 kilos, so I'm looking forward for another PKP after this.
All right, that's good news. Losing 3 kilos. Okay, so basically, I'm giving you a call right now to ask on your opinion. You know, what your thoughts are on Danish's career and growth as a filmmaker.
I'm proud, to be honest, because heck, we were all proud. Back then, he had nothing. All he had was emotional support from his friends because his friends are his biggest supporters, and that's what made him this way until now. So I'm impressed that
Right.
he has improved.
With all the work that he has put out on YouTube, on Facebook, and etc., etc., which one would you say would be your favorite?
Personally, my best is his vlogs, especially the one that he went on a Malacca trip with his friends. I think all of his vlogs are the best.
Yeah, but you gotta admit though, the one where they went to Malacca was really interesting because it was really random, right?
Yes.
You know, they took a poll on Instagram, if I'm not mistaken, to decide which state they should travel to.
Yes, based on.
Well, anyways, Vic, thank you so much for being on the stream. I appreciate it.
Okay, thank you for having me.
All right, you take care, okay?
Okay.
Bye. All right. So how's that?
You guys actually called her.
Yeah, we did.
I'm not crying.
All right.
I'm not crying. But yeah, she has been the major factor for supporting me emotionally and also physically. She has been throughout most of the time whenever I'm feeling like very, very stressed out, not just in terms of vlogging or YouTube, but my future in general, my career, because I'm going towards a different direction from what I'm supposed to go. So it's very tough actually, and having her and also my friends around. So shout out to my friends, shout out to Vic for always supporting whatever I do. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she has been one of your major emotional support.
Yep.
But can you just let us know, because previously just now you just mentioned that you were supposed to go in a different direction.
Yep.
Now, which direction were you supposed to go to?
Well, I majored in construction management.
All right.
So in the engineering industry, but my passion is always in terms of filmmaking. So it's a totally different arena, you know.
So, what are your opinions on young people these days? They choose to not go for college just because they think everything is doable by self-taught.
Oh no.
Do you have any advices for them though?
Yes. Well, first thing first, education is always the priority for your future. Whether, like me, I study in construction management, but I am pursuing in film. But that doesn't mean that I neglect what I've learned in the university. There's a lot of other things that university has taught me, and it is very, very valuable and very important. I cannot stress this out more, but yes, you guys need to focus on your education, whether in school or university. Just go with it, finish everything first, and have your education straight. Then you start to pursue whatever you like.
All right. Danish, we're about to end the show, but before we do go, I would like for you to share with the audience where they can see your work, maybe on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube account.
Okay, sure. You guys can actually take a look at my work at YouTube or Instagram at Danish Busmah. So, and actually, right now I'm working on doing my own production with a lot of my team from Semenanjung and also here, and we're trying to work out with a lot of projects in terms of production in general. We're trying to do telemovies, we're trying to do dramas and short films, so please look forward to that. And yeah, my production is actually 21 Ways.
21 Ways, so it's
Yep.
called 21 Ways.
Yep.
Okay, so speaking of production, you also did this one short film, which was a Gawai short film, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken. Was that done with your teammates?
No, actually that one is more like a personal project, but I have collaborated with Borneo Digital, which handles the I Love Borneo and also I Love Kuching Facebook page. So they've actually contributed a lot in that project in terms of the idea, in terms of crew, and also the production wise. So yeah, shout out to Borneo Digital.
So how long do you take to finish the whole thing? Because it was really cool.
Yeah, it's actually a formal production. Entire production is very, very strategic. I can say we have the script writing, we have our own screenplay for that, we have our own director of photography, we have our producer, and so on. So
Complete production.
Yeah, it's legit production. So that's why it runs smoothly.
How long do you guys took to come up with that storyline?
The storyline, the script, and also the idea, screenplay took us about 2 weeks. Mostly is on their part. My part is during production, also the post-production.
So how long was the shoot and the
The
post-production?
shoot took us 3 days and 2 nights. And then the editing took me about roughly around 2 weeks to finish.
2 weeks, huh?
Yep.
Oh man, it's really, really fun to see you guys work, with handling the camera and everything. But okay, before I do let you go, I gotta know, what brand are you on? Are you a Canon fanboy, Nikon, or Sony, or Fujifilm?
Well, I am a Sony guy, but currently I'm working with a lighting company which is called Nanlight, and also I'm working. Sorry. So yeah, currently I'm working with a lighting company which is called Nanlight, and also a gimbal stabilizer company which is called Zihyun.
All right, that's really, really good. Okay, Danish, I'm going to wish you the best of luck in whatever you do. You're really great at what you do, so
Thank you.
good luck.
Thank you.
All right?
Appreciate that.
Okay, guys, so we are going to be ending this episode, but make sure you guys stay tuned until for the next episode, because on the next episode, we have somebody super special. So until then, I will see you guys on the next episode of Undiscovered Creatives. Take care.